It's an adrenaline rush, knowing that there's that big of an apex predator right next to you. And there's been a few times that I've been a little concerned from a safety. The lions are the ones I have to be more careful with. There's body language. You can kind of gauge what mood the animal is going to be in. And if we feel they're in one of those moods, we give them their space. You're talking a 450, 500-pound cat. Now stop. It could take them getting mad over something little, and that's it. You're not walking out of that cage. Come on, Diego. Come on. My name is James, and I am the Lion Dad. The first time I've ever had an interaction with a dangerous animal was 13 years ago. Before the exotics, I'd never worked with something that could potentially, if it wanted to, end everything. There's been a few times that I've been a little concerned from a safety. We transport sharks sometimes for our other facility, and the shark spun and grabbed my swimming trunks, and it could have ended a whole lot worse than what it did. Our mornings start with getting the food ready for everybody, checking waters, making sure the enclosures are clean. We check the animals over for health and make sure nothing has happened overnight. Eden's roughly 20, 25 years old. And when I first started working with her, she was a little aggressive. When they're in food mode, they can be extremely dangerous. I like to rub my hand on them to let them know I'm not food, so they don't view me as food. Now Eden is big enough, if she wanted to, she could eat a small person. They're one of the few snakes that are classified as people eaters. Right now she's roughly 15 foot, so she could easily eat a small child if she just decided to.
With the full company, James has been with us for about 14 years. I think James has a natural ability. I think that he was made to communicate and be with animals. It is really a gift.
All of our animals are rescues. They come from either other facilities, whether it be they can no longer take care of the animal or the facility is closing down, but they're all rescues. So where we're headed now is to our British Columbian wolves, Giacomo and Waffles. These guys are one of my favorite animals to work with and probably the ones that I'm the closest with. They were abandoned by their mother at 5 days old, and we bottle raised them from that point. So I've spent a lot of time with these two. Danger-wise, they can be dangerous. They are wolves. They don't really trust a lot of people, and with the wolves, everything's built on trust with these guys. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Bubby. You're okay. Come on. Nikado's roughly 140 to 145 pound wolf. They show me teeth. They do have big canines. With these guys, with them being a wild animal, they could kill you, especially with two of the wolves being in here. Even one wolf, if he's out to hurt somebody, physically, you cannot stop him. He can have upwards of 1,600 pounds of pressure per square inch in their jaws. He could break bones with a bite. But with wolves, they're not these super aggressive animals down to hunt and kill people like movies and TV portray them to be. They're one of the sweetest animals out there. The big cats are a lot more cranky than what the wolves would be. We're about to go feed the big cats, and with that, it can be exceedingly dangerous. Every day is completely different. The food brings out that the predator in the predator. If they wanted to take you out, it's a matter of seconds. One of the things you do have to watch while feeding them is where your hands are at, because you can get your hand in the wrong spot and they could get your fingers instead of the chicken. But you're talking a 250, 300 pound cat that right now is a year old that's gonna end up being a 450, 500 pound cat. It could take them getting mad over something little and that's it, you're not walking out of that cage. The lions are the ones I have to be more careful with. There's body language. You can kind of gauge mood the animal is going to be in. And if we feel they're in one of those moods, we give them their space. Come here. Come here. Dinos. Come here. So these are our African lions, Zella and Thanos. Zella is a female, Thanos is our small male. Zella's almost 3 years old, Thanos is going on 2. Not really scared right before I go in, but there's always that cautionary thought of what kind of mood the animal's in. I get knocked around a little bit, but they've never severely hurt me. If they wanted to, it'd be a matter of seconds if these guys wanted to do something, especially with 2 of them being in the enclosure at the same time. And now it's time to go in. As far as they're concerned and as far as I'm concerned, in a real way, I am their parent. I did take the position of their mom. I bottle fed them, I meat fed them their first meals of meat. Zella, one of the things she started doing at a very young age, and she continues to do it sometimes, is every now and then she'll suck my thumb. Do a good girl. Now, as far as her doing this, she is a large cat. She has a lot of strength in her mouth, roughly 450 to 500 pounds of pressure. So if she ever decided she didn't want to give my thumb back, there's nothing stopping her from taking it. As far as the feeling goes, imagine wet sandpaper wrapped around your thumb with water on the inside and a vacuum cleaner. And then you get a whole bunch of slobbers.
Well, a lion sucking on the thumb is a little bit weird, but I do know that he and Zella have a really unique relationship. The cats understand him and he knows how to read them in such a way to be able to respect them as well as to give them the love that they need.
It shows that they are family animals. They are pack animals by nature. They have to have someone, something to bond to. And in the beginning, it was me. And I've just continued to build that relationship with those said animals. Hey, come here. No. No, you're not jumping on me. I'm not playing. Quit. Behave. You behave. I'm gonna shift you. You better quit. So as you can see, it doesn't always go as planned. He was getting a little rambunctious, so we put him up for a little bit. Basically like you would a kid, he goes into timeout. He's technically still a toddler. He's only 1.5 years old. It could have been the new environments, the new smells. As far as wanting to do anything else in life, not a chance. I wouldn't give this up for anything. And the relationship with these guys, it just gets stronger and stronger every day. But just like any other relationship, you're going to have hiccups, as you saw earlier. But you move past them and tomorrow's another day.